Can't even see all of it, but it's time to clean up Mama Meesh's yard. Pine needles. Wait. I was opening up the wrong slide. Wait, sorry. Hold on, wait. Hi guys, it's Meesh. I'm here to clean up Mama Meesh's front yard because it's Mother's Day. Well, that was yesterday actually, but you know, who cares? And by the time you're watching this, it'll be like after Mother's Day. And of course, we're cleaning this up for Mama Meesh, so you know, we gotta take care of her and make sure she's doing okay. She alone has to take care of the house and everything else, so lots of little things like this can become forgotten for a long time. In the state of Colorado, where we live, it's actually very dry, and there are lots of droppings from trees, deciduous and otherwise. In the case of pine trees, these pine needles may take forever to properly break down. So while other deciduous trees can create mulch, and that's very good for trees, pine trees create a nice blanket of needles, which end up being extremely flammable. It actually is a massive fire hazard. Of course, I'm not doing as thorough a job as I would like to, but I am getting the majority of the pine needles out and packing them in bags where I can then step on the bag or kind of press the bag down, because the pine needles will actually create lots of air pockets in them. So I want to try to condense that as much as possible so that the bag can still hold. So it'll still hold. It's not going to break. I don't want to overpack it, but I also want to make sure there's not a bunch of air gaps in it. And I'm making the most of these bags because they're expensive. Vote in the comments how many bags this is going to take. And no cheating. You know, people always say, come to Colorado. It'll be great in Colorado, they said. It's nice and cool during the wintertime. We actually get snow. During the summertime, it actually gets warm, but not too warm because it's dry heat. It's not humid, right? You know, what they don't tell you is about the hail and the 1 week of rainy weather and about all of the pine needles that come down from the pine trees that then create a blanket around your pine tree. And it's extremely flammable, so it's a massive fire hazard, but you have to clean them up every single year. And then it's not quite like leaves where you just put it in a bag and call it good. No, these fight back. These fight back. You put them in the bag and they go, no, I don't want to be in the bag, and they breach. Bunny fur. It's so soft even through my gloves. That's amazing. So come to Colorado, they said. Live in Colorado, they said. It's going to be so nice, they said. Yes, this is an anti-Colorado ad. Don't come to Colorado. Stop moving here. It's not as nice as you think it is. Do you want to do this every year? No, I don't think so. So stop it. You can see here I am trying my best to avoid raking the white rocks. Of course, the rake is really, really good at just gathering everything with it, so I have to be really careful. And you'll see me at times pulling the rocks out and tossing them back into the rock pile. And occasionally I'll find something special. Mushroom. Would you look at that? How nice. Anyway, back to work. Ah, yes. The two-step method. 1 foot on one side of the bag, 1 foot on the other, and you just use your hand to scoop the stuff in. It works great. Of course, at this point, I'm trying not to get a ton of dirt in the bag as well, because I want to maintain the soil, but at some point I have to go in with my hands and pick it up by hand. Because you may be thinking, oh, the rake is just faster. Well, yes and no. For the big blankets, perhaps it's good to turn them over and whatnot. But when I'm dealing with all the leaves under this weed over here by the tree or in the rocks, the rake is only just going to make my job harder. It's just going to add more work to my work. While it seems a little nitpicky to just dig in with my hands only, it's, you know, there's a method to the madness. I found a piece of trash here, and I wondered what it was from because it looked really old and outdated. And apparently it expires this year, 2025. Alright, that was enough of a break. Back to work you go. Scene change.
Okay.
So here's the other side of that same tree. Just a little bit lower to the ground now. Gotta take the hose, put that away. Oh, look out. Here I come. It's a rake by.
Big ol' mushroom.
Chonker mushroom. Perfect. Anyway, back to work. Not many pine needles fall on this side of the tree, but there are still some. Most of these were pine needles that had fallen at the base of the tree and got caught in that weed that was over there. It's a little tree or bush or something. Again, I have to pack these down so that they aren't just mostly air, because bags are expensive. Also, at this point, I'm noticing the sun is going down, which is great. All right, you ready for the reveal? Here it goes. I'd say a job well done. Perhaps not my finest yard work, but we're there. And here is the damage done. And here's her review.
Good job, us.
Okay, come on.
Oh, holy smokes.
Come take a look.
Oh, did you trim branches too?
No. No, just a bit of raking.
Wow. Wow.
Happy Mother's Day! All right, that was enough of a break. Back to work you go. Oh, man.